Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Monica Muli in case you're new here, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. On today's episode, I'm going to share with you tips on how you can get or achieve a glowing skin. Even when you have a dry skin, you can get your skin popping and glowing all day. So guys, let's get into the video. I hope you'll enjoy today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and also comment. I'm using micellar water and a cotton wool to wipe away my fallouts from the eyeshadow. And I'm going ahead to moisturize my face using this Nivea lotion. I recommend this lotion to people who have dry skin. It has a lot of serum and it is so moisturizing. So I just wanted to do something different on this video. I just want to put some music as I'm doing my makeup. I just wanted to weigh in on the blue therapy session. Guys, what do you think? Comment on the comment section down below. But it was really hard for Paul and Chioma. I'm using this Vaseline to moisturize my lips, and I'm going in with this Maybelline Hydrating Primer just to prime my face. If you want to have a glowing skin, you must use a hydrating primer. Don't use a matte primer, guys. And I'm using this brush. It's a foundation brush, a flat one, as you can see, and I'm going to tap in the primer until it is absorbed by the skin. So guys, as I was saying, the situation between Chioma and Paul, if that thing is not faked or produced just for views, if it's a real life situation, then I think it was the right time for them to see a therapist, or maybe they could have gone to the therapist earlier just to avoid some damages in the relationship, because there are some things that a lot of things they discovered about each other on that therapy session, yet they have been together for like 3 years. That didn't sit well with me, and I have watched a lot of reaction on people doing the video again. It was just mind-blowing for a lot of people. So I'm going on and setting my face with this Maybelline fixing setting spray, and this is a very crucial step if you want a glowing look. So just set your face and be generous on the setting spray, and then go on with your foundation as I am. So yeah guys, I have watched a lot of videos on the reaction and people just didn't believe it. Like, these guys have been together for almost 3 years and they live together, literally live together, yet it's like they don't communicate. It's like they don't talk to each other or something like that. It was so evident. And if you will see, like, Paul was just okay. Paul was just okay, and Chioma was very heartbroken, especially when you watch the last session. Like, Chioma really had enough, and people were saying she should just leave him. She should just, people have their opinions, of course, but I think it was just an eye-opener to her at that time. And Paul, really, if you live the life of fake it till you make it, you should not just go to that extent of blowing money, just impressing people in the club. As you can see guys, I really took time to blend my foundation. Blend, especially if you have short hair. Just blend the edges, because you look like you have your mask on if you don't blend the edges nicely. So tap in the product, and you can see I have a glowy skin, yet I used a matte foundation, guys. I used a matte foundation, and you can see using a hydrating primer and using a setting spray before your foundation really helps your skin to glow. I believe when it comes to therapy, guys, you're just supposed to go there with an open mind and don't take offense in what your partner is saying. But as soon as the therapy started, when Chioma started talking, Paul really got defensive, especially if you see even his body language. He changed the position, ready to attack. Like, it was so crazy, and it's sad if he went to that therapy room with that mentality. So as you can see guys, my skin is really glowing. and I used a matte foundation. So I'm going ahead to highlight my under eyes using the concealer I used earlier to prep my eyelids, which is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, which is like 2 or 3 shades lighter than my skin tone because I have very dark under eyes. I will use an angled brush to blend in the concealer, and I will spray a little setting spray into the brush, then go ahead and blend the concealer because I feel like when I sprayed my face with the setting spray, it didn't get to the under of my eyes, and I don't want like the whole face is shining or it's glowing and then the under of my eyes looks matte. It will just look really odd, guys, and I don't want that. Back to the therapy session, and I think that the main communication problem between Paul and Chioma was when Paul means to say something but he doesn't say it. He gives you tips on what he's saying and you have to analyze what he's trying to say. I found that not really cool, and I think that is what upset Chioma the most. When he said that she's fat but indirectly, so when she asked him if she's fat, he kept on dodging that question until she was done, like literally done. I'm using a beauty blender to blend in the harsh line between my concealer and my foundation because I just want a very smooth transition. And guys, I'm not using a wet beauty blender. I'm also going to use the same beauty blender and Maybelline Fit Me finishing powder just to set my concealer. And guys, just make sure you tap in. Back to blue therapy, guys. The issue that caught my attention was about food. This is a very sensitive thing because we eat every day and you live with this person in the same house, yet you have to cook different kinds of food, which is like, it was unfair to Chioma that she works, she cooks, yet you have to cook your meal and maybe his meal. It was kinda unfair. That is how I felt, guys. If you felt different, if you think different, then you can comment in the comment section down below. But I felt like that was like, it was on another level, guys. I'm using powder contour as my nose contour, and I'm just going in with an angled brush to do that. Then I'm going to go in with a clean brush just to blend in the contour nicely and make sure there are no harsh lines. Yeah, guys, so I was saying the food issue was very sensitive to me because if you come from Africa, then you know we don't measure our portions. Yet Paul was insisting that he must measure his portions and Chioma must measure what she's cooking. African food, like, guys, you know, African food is not measured. You just measure with your eyes. As Chioma said, you just measure with your eyes and you're good to go. Like, that is how we are brought up. That is how we are brought up to cook our food. We don't measure. So I'm contouring my face, guys, and I'm using the remainder of the product in the brush to contour my forehead because I don't like harsh contour on my forehead. So yeah, the food part, guys, is what sold me out that Paul is faking it to another level, guys. Like, it was just so hilarious and sad at the same time because you could see the frustration which this girl goes through, like, on a daily basis. Always make sure that you set your face with a powder, and I'm using this black opal finishing powder. I'm going to set generously because I'll use the setting spray again, and then I will go in with the foundation brush I used earlier just to make sure that everything looks so nice and so blended out so that it can look like your skin, guys. If you apply powder, you must apply your setting spray so that it will break down the powder, make it mix with the foundation, and this makes your powder look like just your skin. So I'm going to tap in the setting spray using the foundation brush I used earlier. And after this, I'm going in with the contour brush I used with no product on it. I'm just going to emphasize on my contour just to make sure that my face still has structure. As you can see, guys, my face is glowing, yet I used a matte foundation and I have already set my face with a powder, but it looks so glowing, and you can try this too and get the same results. So guys, my conclusion is like communication is the real deal when it comes to any relationship, friendship, even when it comes to family. And yeah, that's my take. I'm using this simple brush. It's just a normal eyeshadow brush just to highlight my cheekbones, and you can see like the highlight is already popping, my skin is glowing. Like I like this face bit so far. I'm using this lip liner from Davis to line up my lips. I don't know which number it is. I'll leave the details on the description box as I always do. I leave every single item I've used, every single product I've used on the description box. So guys, you can go ahead and check. So I'm going just to line my lips, and then I'll go on with a gloss, just a clear gloss. Using a small brush and a highlight color, like a highlight shade, I'm going to put on that into my inner corner just to open up my eyes more because I have small eyes. That's today's episode, guys. I really love this face bit. It was just giving me life. Everything is blended so well, no harsh lines. Like it was just so good. I really like it. Comment on the comment section down below if you like it too. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. You can also comment your comments and your take on the blue therapy session of Chioma and Paul. Don't forget to follow me on my socials. There I do eye makeup tutorials as well every week. So at Monica Muli Ke, both on Facebook, TikTok, and on Instagram. Bye guys.